Welcome back to episode 31 of my Stationeers playthrough. So we're on Mars, and we've been slowly building out this increasingly impressive base. However, the big problem that we have had for a few episodes now has been power. So we did do some work to sort out power generation. We are generating more power than we're using currently, which is it's obviously really good news. However, we're basically reliant on a solid fuel generator to do it. So I'm going to do a couple of things. We're going to start work on a gas fuel generator, I think, in this episode. But before we do, I'm going to just add some further functionality to the alert system. So I'm going to add an additional piece of monitoring to monitor that solid fuel generator. So we've got an extra script, the alert system, and if you haven't seen it, there is a specific video which is an overview of the alert system. The alert system is designed to be completely modular, which means we can attach different types of monitoring systems to it, and they will feed into the overall base-wide information system. I have put together some code to monitor a solid fuel generator, and what that's going to do is it's going to look for common issues like the chutes being empty when it's trying to turn on, or in the event that something other than coal or charcoal ends up in the chute, also to warn us. So I'm just going to rig that up quickly, and there's a couple of reasons I'm going to do that actually. One is just because I think it's a good thing to have set up, but the other thing is actually I want to show you something else you can do with the alert system, because obviously the alert system itself is all on the purple network, and there's the code here. That's all fantastic, but actually it's not always convenient. So what we're going to do is we are going to use a logic mirror, which means that we can actually sit the alert chip on the same network as the generator, in this case the black network, and then we can mirror its results into the purple network, and the system can still pick that up. So obviously that's useful where you have a need to have a chip which has got quite complex requirements and needs to read a number of values, and you don't want to have to mirror all of them separately. And it's quite messy to do that anyway. Actually, I'm just thinking really we could do with a topside switch room up here, because we have an amazing opportunity that all of the networks are actually inside this wall. So we could actually build a switch room probably around the back here, where we could tap into it. Okay. However, that probably is not the smartest thing to do right now. We're going to get sidetracked. Mind you, that said, I'm going to need much the same stuff. I'm going to need frames, I'm going to need walls, so let's do both at the same time. It's a little bit of an ambitious project. I don't think we're going to get the gas fuel generator finished in one episode, by the way. My previous experience with them is that whilst they're relatively quick to physically build, actually getting them into a appropriate atmosphere that's correctly controlled, getting the fuel lines pressurized properly and all the other things that they need in order to run, turns out to be an extremely time-consuming job. So we'll try and get the at least the new generator room and switch room built in this episode, and get the generator in. I suspect we will probably need a second episode on the subject to actually get the gas fuel generator running, but let's get started anyway. I think it's probably a good opportunity to build a topside switch room. That would be a great place to put logic mirrors connecting into all these other coloured networks, and we could build it on the back here. So really it doesn't require too much extra. We're just going to need obviously some frames for this area, a bit of excavation just to level this site, but if we put it in here, I don't think it needs to be huge, but if we maybe went 3 frames long, 2 or 3, probably 2 deep, and obviously we just need to close off there, so we can do that. We've got plenty of walls available in there as well. So I think we'll do that. We're going to need to enclose the gas fuel generator anyway, because it needs to be in airtight conditions. Let's make a start here. So we're already laying in a whole load of frames and walls, so really just adding a bit of extra to that. It's relatively quick, obviously. To add more space to buildings, it's when you're chopping and changing, doing different tasks, that it tends to get more time consuming. So let's see how we get on. And we're going to go across here. Okay. Clearly I've got a little bit of work to do there with the mining drill. How are we doing for steel? We're going to need quite a lot of steel, but we've got 150 left in there. And there's probably about 50 left in here. Yeah, that was a pretty good guess, wasn't it? So how are we doing? That's another 6 frames in there. The gas fuel generator actually needs a reasonably large footprint in terms of the ground area, because we do need to be able to pressurize that space, which means we need to think about at least 1 frame of space for an airlock, and then we need the generator itself. That said, we don't want to make the room too big, because obviously the bigger it is, the more atmosphere we need to compress it. But I'm going to build that out this way. So I think now is a good time, whilst we're building frames, although we won't need many more, just to level some of this site here so that we can see what we're doing. I think we're going to go back this far, so let's just, whoops, wasn't quite where I wanted to end up, but never mind. Let's just take all this out of here, get rid of all those horrible bits that will stick up through the frames otherwise. Slightly quicker than digging underground, at least. So that's probably the edge there. Okay. Right, that's probably going to be enough to get us started. Let's just finish this. We don't need any more frames for a minute. So let's hurry up and do this and get back and stop it making frames and start making sheets. Okay, there we are, 14 more. Right. Okay, go, go, go. Right, let's switch that there. Okay, so things that we will need. Obviously we're going to need the generator itself. Gas fuel generator. It's going to need some iron, but otherwise we've got what we need for that, so let's get that building. We are also going to definitely need at least 2 pressure regulators to pressurize. In fact, we're going to need, right, let me think about this, we're going to need an in and an out to pressurize the room, and we're going to need an in to pressurize, so we're going to need 3 pressure eggs. Luckily there's 3 gold, so that will just finish when it's done. Come on, give me my iron. And we'll also need a volume pump, I think. Right, let's get that going. Okay, this is actually a bit of a nuisance to get to now, never mind. Right, we're going to need plenty of pipes. Now we're getting on here, 24. Well, we're going to need quite a few more than that. It's coming along slowly. Right. A bit frustrating at the moment, there's not quite enough to do. Alright, that's probably enough to go do that. I don't really want to leave that just making pipes forever. So let's take what we've got and go see what we can do over here. Right, so first things first. May as well go that far, we've got the frames for it. And similarly, we may as well go, whoops. In fact, let's go as far as we've got frames for there. Right, okay, now let's get to work with some welding. Okay, now the other bit that just needs a single weld is this end. Right, and then all of this needs a double weld, which probably we won't have enough to do, but let's see how far we get. Well, there's no probably about it, we're clearly not going to have enough, but okay, so we now need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 more. Plus we're obviously going to need sheets for the walls as well. Let's quickly switch this battery out while we're here. Right, so 12 more steel sheets, minimum. Okay, let's take the gas fuel generator and just put it in there so it's out of the way. Right, we're going to need to be able to mark up fuel lines, that's for sure. So what we're going to need to think about is we need to get fuel from the fuel mixer down here. Now obviously at the moment it comes out this way, so we can run a pipe along there, that's nice and easy. We'll obviously need to get that eventually into this space here, where we'll build the gas fuel generator room. I think we'll use 2x3 for the room. I think that will be big enough. Plus we'll need 1x1 for the airlock. So if we put that on the end here, that's probably the neatest solution. Yeah, we'll put it on the middle. Okay, so we'll need to vent the gas, and that's fine. We've got a good venting point right there. So with that in mind, just going to see first of all how we're getting on over here. With these, 22, that will keep us going for a bit anyway. I suspect it won't be anything like enough, but let's get going. At least on Mars, the sorts of pressures we're talking about, we're not going to need to build this out of frames. I have built this on some planets where the whole of this building has got to be built out of frames to get the pressure right, and that's quite painful. the other advantage of doing this, of course, is we can use windows, which means we can actually see what's going on. I've gone too far because I said I wanted to put it along here. The only slight downside of windows is obviously it's going to be naturally inclined to heat up a bit, as the greenhouse has demonstrated, but on the other hand we can at least then see when we're running out of power or there's a problem. Right, so let's weld this. Having just built that there, I'm just thinking it might make more sense to build it on the back here actually, which was kind of my original plan, and then somehow I managed to confuse myself and build it somewhere else. Yeah, I think that's a better plan, because then we've still got that space for other expansion. Okay, let's do this. Let's do it here. Right. Right, let's try again. I mean, there is some serious thinking to be done about this positioning actually. We obviously need to feed the main output power of this into the green power networks at this end of this building, so that does make sense. We need the gas in and out. I think actually I wasn't too far off. I think we're just going to put it, I realise that this is just moving around now, but I think actually I'm going to put it slightly further across here, but actually configure it this way round. I think this is a better solution. I may be proved wrong, but I think it is. Wait, that's in the wrong place. I want that there. No, that doesn't give us much access room. I want space here, but I need a 3x2 in there. Plus the airlock. So we could put the airlock here. So you'd come in the airlock, turn the corner. Although to be fair, I don't know how big the generator is, but that might actually be bigger than we need. In the airlock and out the airlock. Rather makes that dead space, and that's 4. No, I'm being hugely indecisive, I know. I'm just trying to get the positioning right because it's going to be a complete pain to move afterwards. No, actually, I'm going back to the last plan I had. I think this was a good plan. I've still got the rest of that area for whatever else I need. Okay, so we've obviously got some more sealing up to do now because I've changed my mind, but and we haven't got enough to do that fully, but that's okay. We can take one off there, one off there, and one off there. Right, that one's already solid welded. Okay, well let's solid weld that one as well then. Okay, right, we'll get there in the end. Right, there we go. Actually, I might make some of these solid. I might make certainly the roof, but I think there are a number of other panels that might benefit from being solid because we're going to need to fit hardware to some of these. Trying to kind of guess which ones, but it is a bit of a guess. There we are, that'll give us a few options. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, that looks okay. Right, so the next thing to do is to do that, and then the next thing to do is to check, because I have a feeling I left that making steel sheets. No, I didn't. I did turn it off. Or it's run out, one or the other. No, okay, that's good. Had a moment of panic there. Right. I am going to obviously need quite a lot of steel sheets because we've got to close quite a lot of this in, but right, not yet. Okay, so first thing to do is to figure out where we're going to run the gas pipe in. And I'm not connecting that straight away because we will most likely want to put a tank probably out here to keep it cool. Okay, let's at least land it here. Yeah, I think I'll put another frame and probably a tank in here somewhere. That's fine. We've got loads of room out the back here for our switch room when we build it as well. Let's grab those, put them together. And obviously our switch room go here. Whoops, I just realised that that is actually the wrong way round. Right, so we're going to need a door for here. We're going to need 2 doors for there, so that's 3 doors. It's a little bit of an economy of scale when you're mass building, but only if you figure out what you need in plenty of time. We're definitely going to need more pipes as well. Right, door. Need iron. Start that running. Oh, get out. Right. Doors. One. Come on. 2. Okay. So that's that. Right, the next thing we're going to need, we will need a unit of light, but let's worry about that in a minute. Right, we want some geometric wall and steel sheets. Let's just get some steel sheets going. We're also going to need plastic sheets and glass sheets. So let's do that next. Right, I think my hands are full. Okay, let's get a tank made up for the fuel. I'm going to use a normal tank kit because I'm actually quite keen that it cools down to the ambient temperature, because that will be nice and cold. Obviously if I was on a hot planet I'd be thinking about other considerations, but we'll use the natural coldness of Mars to keep our fuel below combustion point. Okay, that's probably enough of those for now. Oops, smash. Boom. Right. Oh, that's all of them gone already. Okay, I actually needed far more of those than I'd anticipated. Right, okay, next job. Next job actually is drink some damn water. So let's do that. There we go, much better. Right. So we're going to use doors in here. And we'll need one here. Right, now we will definitely need a flow line. We'll also need, we're going to need to dump the, I'm going to put them inside. Am I going to put them inside? Yeah, we should have space. So that's a back pressure regulator. We're going to need to run air from somewhere, so the air mixer is obviously down here. I'm not sure quite how we're going to fit this around. I'll come up with something. We'll bump it up one there and somehow weave it around that grey one, I guess. So the airline's probably going to come in this way. I'm starting to think perhaps I should have done this outside. No, that'll be right. We'll put that one there. And then the other pressure regulator is going to be used to regulate the fuel pressure, which I'm going to put there. So that's a start. I need the actual gas-fueled generator next so I can see where the hookups are on it. I think I'm going to need rather more pipes than I had anticipated. Let's make some more plastic sheets since we've used all those already. Of course, we're going to need all the normal paraphernalia for an airlock as well. Let's see how we do over here. Right, we could actually tap the yellow airline there. No, we'd have to cross the green line there. Okay. Okay, that's a start. Right. Let's see if we can figure out how to connect. Those tanks obviously did take some damage from that explosion a few episodes back. Never mind, they did not explode, so we'll count our blessings and carry on. Right, okay, so I'm going to run this here because I'm kind of running out of space. Actually, we could up and over. That might be the neatest solution. It's not very neat, as neatest solutions go, but it's the only one available, so let's do it. Again, I'm not connecting this yet. I'm just trying to get it placed because what I don't want it to do is to start filling with any sort of gas and then find that actually it's in the wrong place and I've got to move it because that will just waste that gas. Whoops. I mean, obviously if I'm trimming it, then the gas that's in there will get compressed into the remaining length, but if I take the whole lot away when I remove the last piece, I think the gas just gets deleted. I certainly struggle to think what else would happen to it. Right, okay, so we want to bring that ultimately in here. So we'll go up there, we'll go, whoops, and there. Look at that, slightly crazy looking. That's spinning a bit fast. That suggests to me we've got another storm coming, just what I didn't really want. Always seems to turn up at the most awkward times. Okay, in theory that's actually connected. Obviously these lines will need colour coding, but that's a start. Right, let's see where this generator needs to go. Okay, so that should be fine. I think I'm going to rotate it so that we access it here. Annoyingly, the fuel input line, I'm going to do it that way round, then at least the input line is lined up. Yeah, okay, that will work. Let's put it there. So that then is the fuel input line. This is the waste gas output line, which will ultimately need to connect probably through the wall and then into there. Might need cooling down. I don't know how hot it comes out. I can't remember now. Right. Okay, let's get that. And just spray that because I want to be really clear that that's going to be the fuel line. Don't want any mistakes with this. Let's close that down. Okay, perhaps we don't have a storm coming in. Maybe I'm just paranoid, which would be good, frankly. No, we don't seem to have. I think it was just blowing around. I didn't know it did that, but there we go. Right, what I do want to do, it just reminds me, is I do want one of them, and I also want a speaker. In my head they are a siren, not a speaker, but there we go. It's a small job, but I've been meaning to connect these up, so I'm going to do that. Right, we are going to need some glass sheets. Let's get those going. We're going to need more pipes. Right, in fact I'm going to use insulated pipes inside that pressurised area because I don't want the input gas to heat up. And nor do I want the exhaust gas to heat the room, because the generator is reliant on a reasonably narrow range of temperature and pressure to work. So I don't want to mess that up. Right, I don't think I've actually got any more carrying space. No, I really haven't. That's what happens when you're trying to do too many jobs all at the same time. Right, let's turn that off for now. That's run out of silicon anyway, so let's just grab some there. Okay, so over here we will need at least one console. That's got no copper, so we'll request that as well. And we'll need a sensor. Right, okay, let's go and get some of this into position. Oh, I've got sensors there. Damn. I thought the sensors I had were inside. I knew I had some spares, but I was convinced I'd left them inside. Right, so first things first. Okay, give us a little bit more warning if there's a problem up here, because we might actually hear it. Right, power critical, that's not what I wanted. Right, this tank we're going to put over here. I realise that looks terrible at the moment, but by the time we've built some frames it will be fine. So that's going to be the fuel tank. That will definitely need cabling to its data port, but I don't know whether we can get it onto the purple network. I need to think about that. It'd be very nice to get the purple network right across into this building, but that's a different challenge. Right. Let's close that up. That one can go over there. We're going to use that in a minute. Right, let's be fine. should be enough of those, I think. We're definitely going to need more normal pipes. I'll let that run for us 20. Let's grab those. Not that there's very many of them, but it's a start. And let's get back over here. Right, those glass sheets there we'll use on these doors, and that gets them finished. Okay, so all that plastic was done. Yeah, right, good. No, right, okay. Let's, we're going to need to do some cabling. I think I'll connect this onto the black network. We also need some heavy cable. What can I prevent me left? Oh, one. Amazing. Well, I'll grab that anyway. Somehow we've got to figure out the best route to get that from somewhere over here to over there. And actually this is a bit of a mess because we don't want to cross this pink cable. May have to go underneath actually. I think that's exactly what I'm going to have to do. Put that in there so at least I can see where we're trying to connect to, and then I'll have to think about it, but I think we're going to have to open these frames and run it underneath, which is kind of neat on one level, but on the other hand it's a bit of a pain. Oh, there goes my power. That's teach me to ignore the power critical warning. Try and carry on going. Right, I want one more steel frame, that I do want. Steel frame, actually ideally I want two, so let's make two. I'm going to need a bunch of steel sheets anyway for the geometric walls, so really it's not a big problem. Right, okay, that'll do for now. Oops, pulled it too fast. Right, okay. Did we have... Okay, that's all we've got space for. We'll get there in a minute. Right, let's lay these down in here. I probably wanted 3, not 2 actually. Never mind, we'll fix that in a minute. Right, gradually getting there. May not look like it, but we are. Gas sensor. that's useful for there. Right, let's get the roof in on here, that will help as well. That's probably big enough actually for that switch room. Close that side in with something slightly different just for a bit of variation. And do we want on this side? Yes, we do. Or do we? No, we don't. Okay, I'll figure that out in a minute. Right, so that's not going to allow us to enclose any of those, is it? No. Right, well that can go over there as well. Just get those out of the way. That gives me a bit more carrying space. Right, okay, next thing to do is to look at the fuel. That is here, and put that there. And the waste, which is here. And do that, and actually I'm going to there we go. Okay, I've got one more than I needed, but may be useful for something. Right, in the meantime, that's going to go to there. I suppose it doesn't really matter, we could just use that there as a just standard bit of pipe, couldn't we? There we are, we'll plumb that in there. Right, I'm assuming that this is going to be hot that comes out of here. So we may need to do something to cool that before we let it into the main waste. I don't know. Okay. Really hope that's not a storm. Right, we need some glass. I need to be able to seal this up if there is a storm. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces of glass. No, we're alright at the moment, but still I think it's a timely reminder that we may need it shortly. So let's get 10 of those creating. Right, we're also going to need an active vent and some passive vents. That needs iron and gold. Okay, maybe not. One active vent. We are also going to need 3 passive vents. Right, I'm trying to think what else we need in there. Let's see how we're doing with glass. 25 glass sheets. Okay, that's rather more than I meant to have, but that's what happens when I'm busy doing other things. Right, let's get on with that. At least that gets it closed up, which is important. Okay, good. We may not want to do that, but for now, let's do that. Okay, that's at least everything somewhat enclosed. Now let's start thinking about routing, actually. Yep, that works. Okay, so that is now connected. We need to think about what has to happen with that, and how we're going to connect that. That's fine. Right, the next thing to do is, where's the orange paint? Probably inside, yep. That's fine. Right, so again, these are not connected yet. Let's just throw that in there until we're done. Similarly, let's get those in there. Right. Okay, so that's actually quite a lot of this set up. So passive vents there, there. And there. Active vent there. Pipe should be yellow. So that goes there, 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 there. Right, okay, we're definitely getting there. Right, this all needs cabling. Obviously, this also all needs cabling. Let's turn that right down. I don't want to accidentally fill that with gas. And the airlock needs setting up, and then we need to figure out, so the first thing actually we need to do is figure out how we're going to get, first thing we need to do is eat that and shut up. Quit whinging. Right, there we go. Right, the first thing we need to do is to figure out how to get the black power network across there. Right, let's just chuck that in there for a minute. trying to move at some speed because I'm conscious that although at the moment the batteries are quite well charged, we've probably got no coal left. Oh no, there's a bit left in there. Nonetheless, it's not great. Right, let's do the easy bit first. Right, we know that these are going to need to connect here. Okay, that's the airlock connected, although not connected to anything else. Now we need to power this generator, and we also need to connect the data line. So I think we are going to connect both of those to the black network. Let's see if we can bring that in through there. Yes, we can. What am I doing? I didn't mean to connect the power to it. I've just realised what I've done. That should be the big fat green one. Never mind. Oh, how irritating. That doesn't fit. I'll have to go around this way. That is actually super irritating. Right, how are we going to do this? Where am I going to bring the green cable out? Probably there. Let's say we'll bring it out that way. So somehow now I need to get the black cable. It's really annoying. Just haven't quite got enough room. Unless I put that... Yeah, actually, that's what I'm going to do. It's a bit of a faff, but it's worth it. I'm going to put that... Oh, it's a wrench, is it? I'm going to put that... I think there. Curve, straight, straight, curve. No, that's not going to work. No, we're actually going to have to move this generator. That's annoying. But I'd rather discover that now than later. Right. So we'll put that back where it originally was. That's okay, that will now allow us to run this across here. Just what I need to do, because I need to get it around that side. I also need to get it in here. Okay, nearly. That in there, that in there. This will have to get into here. Well, that's okay, that will fit. Put that into there. Okay, this is feeling a bit better. Hopefully this will work. Okay, right. That's the start, and then we can bring the actual power out this side without it interfering. I haven't yet worked out how we get it into the base, but it's a start. Right, so those insulated pipes need extending. So I guess we'll start by taking the end piece off each one here and putting it in there. Okay, that's good. Right. Oh, no, they were on the floor. I thought they were in my backpack, but they're on the floor. There they are, and I'm going to need that as well. Whoop. Okay, and then we'll just plonk them down there and get rid of them. Okay, that's that bit. That's that bit. There we go, you'd never know. I suspect we haven't seen the last of that, so let's throw them there. Right, okay. So that should now all connect. Now what I have to do is figure out how to get the power outside and connect it up to the rest of the black power network. But for now, let's start by running it through here. Okay. So we're going to have to go in there and figure out where the connections need to come in. So again, we're ripping up floors and walls and everything else. Right, so hopefully the green power network we can bring in, if I can figure it out, through there somehow. Because I don't want to have to cross this pink one if I can avoid it, although we could move that one to go up the wall. That might work better. Yeah, I like it. Let's try and do that first of all. That would give me more options. And then hopefully we'll bring the pink one round here. One in there. There we go. And then we can bring that one. Obviously we need a bunch more of these, but that one will now be able to cross that and it can come out there. Okay, so that's good. Now, where can we get the black one out? Probably under the window there, actually. Are they the right way round? No, they're not. I really want the black one the other side of the green one, don't I? Right, let's go and make some more heavy cable so that I can actually start to figure this out. Too difficult to work it out in the abstract. Right. Separately, we know we're going to need a load more plastic sheets. Not that we've got much silicon left in there, but we'll use that. I'll grab some more. Right, you go for it. How many have we got in here now? 8. Now we're going to need more than that, aren't we? Right, the other thing we will need will be doors. We're going to need a volume pump actually, because we are going to need to be able to clear the contents of the waste pipe rapidly, and also we're going to want some valves to break up the run, because that will, we're going to need more copper for that, that will cause flow to go faster. The flow rate, slightly strangely in a pipe, is dependent to some extent on the length of the pipe. So shorter pipes you can get things to flow faster, and valves, pressure regulators, pumps, anything like that act to break the pipe into smaller pieces. So that's a neat trick if you need to move gas faster. That's probably enough for now. Right, let's see how this is looking. That's probably enough of them. It's probably not enough of them, but it's enough for now. Right, and then valves. Okay, right, let's go, 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 go. Of course, what I need now, and I haven't got any room to carry anything else. Let's swap that. I'm going to probably regret that because I'm probably going to need it in a minute, but let's do that. Right, okay. So, first things first, let's just, actually I probably could have saved even bringing that, but we're bound to need it at some point. Right, so this is the heavy power cable and it's going in through here somewhere. I don't really care, it can go through the airlock or outside, but I think we'll take it outside. We'll give it a bit of clearance. In fact, we may as well come right up to here. It's going to go that one there, and that's going to go that way. Oops. Okay, and then in here it's going to come in. Actually, we're not too far off having enough, but we don't have enough. Oh no, we do have enough. We have exactly enough. No, we don't. No, we don't, because I'm connected it inside the substation, but that's good. Right, okay, that gets that out of the way there. Right, now, one of the things we need to do here is we need to put, for exactly the reason I just described, we need to put a valve in here, and in here. I also want to put one in here, and in here. So we're just going to use a one-way valve. It's not like we want to be able to turn the flow off, it's just that we want to make sure it doesn't go the wrong way. Okay, I have no idea what we'll do with this one. I'm just going to put it down there for a minute and just get it out of the way. Later on I'll probably be wondering, why is there a valve there? But for now that will do. Right, okay, so again, let's get the colour coding done. More or less. Okay. Right, so now how am I going to get that network from there? So that's in there. Oh, I'm wondering if there's a way internally I might be able to see it. I probably need to move the pink one up one. Of course we've got the red one there as well. Pink goes up and round and the red goes along and up. Or does it? Or is it the other way? No, pink goes that way and the red goes that way, I remember now. Okay, so we can't cross this anyway. Gonna have to come out at roof level. And drop down. Okay, so we have an option. I can sort of see how to do it, but it's going to be ever so fiddly, and I'm probably going to have to take this wall panel off. I'm certainly going to have to take this wall panel off. Right, let's try it. So we're going to take the black one through, through the roof somewhere, but I want it onto that corner. Okay, I'm not sure this is going to work actually. Right, let's open the roof. Let's see how close we can get it. Needs quite a lot anyway to get that far, doesn't it? Hang on, does that mean there's nothing? Okay, that's easier, I can see what's going on. Ah, right, so where the hell's that pink one going then? God, I'm making a right mess in here, aren't I? No, that must be going outside. That must be running along that ridge, just can't see it from here, so we can't cross it. No, we can't cross it, and we can't cross that. Damn, this is really tricky. I can't do that. How am I going to get through there? Unless I run a vertical. I don't really want to because it's going to look kind of ugly, but I might have to run a vertical down parallel to the floor here and then I can bring it out. Although I need to really get it that side, but we can probably come up with something. This is actually really difficult. It's definitely a test of three-dimensional thinking. Right, so that pink one comes in here and goes up there. You can't see them. That doesn't help that you can't see where they are. Right, so the pink one is occupying that space. The green one needs to run across there. Black one needs to end up on this side of the green one. And mustn't interact, must not interact with anything else inside that wall. Right, let's do that. It's slightly easier to see what's going on now. Right. I wonder, just might be possible. Just going to have to do this so I can see what's going on inside. That has to come through here, but could we? Yes, we could. Okay, so we could actually bring that through further along. Okay, that buys us a bit of room. So that can now come through here. Now, I'm still not sure I figured out how I'm going to get this to the ceiling without crossing the pink one. But I feel like there's some hope here. Let's hope there's not a storm now, that would be incredibly irritating. So the pink one runs along there in order to go down there. It's kind of annoying that the green and the black are the way round they are, because if they were not, I could probably come up with a solution. Right, while we're vandalising the place, let's rip that wall off as well so we can see what's going on. Yeah, that's actually really unhelpful. Get over there. Right, so I need to get black cable to there. Maybe all the way around the back. So if I brought it round, so it would be here. Then still got a problem on this corner here. But we could reroute the pink to take a wider arc and come inside this wall. Yes, it can be done. Get the black one through there. Yep, okay, that's what's going to have to happen. Right, okay. All things are possible. Sometimes they're just very difficult. Okay, so we'll do that there. Okay, that's fine. Okay, pink's now reconnected. Having said that, I've just said all things are possible, but I'm actually not sure they are. We're going to have to just take a frame out and go underground. Yeah, because if I run that across there, that's going to actually connect, I think. That's what I would like to do. That would be the neat solution, but that will connect those two networks together at that point. Yeah, okay, we're going to have to go either underground or we're going to have a lump of wire hanging out here. Going underground is the neater solution of the two. Oh, is it? Do we even need that pink to trace around there at all? Could it not just go up through the roof here? Yes, it could. Yes, it could. Didn't really want to start opening frames because I want to really be able to access these if we want to do anything later. Kind of could. Except for the bit where the black cable's got to fit through here somewhere. So black cable has to come along the edge here. I mean, it'd be neat if I could run this just along the top anyway. Would at least partially sidestep the issue. Okay, that's definitely a bit easier. Then the question is there anywhere along here where I've got enough room to separate the two. I don't know the answer, but let's try this anyway. It's an alternative approach and it might help. Right, we've run out of pink. Let's grab that purple, that'll do. Right, so let's assume for a moment that we can bring the black cable out here, in which case we don't actually need that to be a corner. Oh, that can go straight at that point. So we've got black cable along there. I've still somehow got to figure out how to cross that pink, but maybe I probably can do that here. Yes, I can do that here. That's the solution. No, I can't because of that corner, but I can at least hide the mess. There we go, that's okay, I don't mind that. I think we're okay to close this up now. Right, next question is this stuff functioning if I want it to? Yes it is, so that's not broken, that's good. Right, we've left this place in a complete mess, but that will have to be fine for now. Power is critical. I'm going to have to do something urgently in a minute. Right, now, so we're now onto that frame there. Okay, that black cable now is connected. Amazing. Right. Okay. Let's close that. This thing is connected. We're about to find out. No, it's not, because if it was, that would have powered up. So what have I missed? Ah. Okay, we're in business. Good. Right, that was unnecessarily complicated. Now, what do we need? First things first, we need power. We do need water, but I'm just going to print a couple more of those. Turn that off. Print some door units we can use for roll covers. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something like 5, I think. Okay. Come on, print faster. Right, hopefully that's enough heavy cable coil. Okay, so these are going to go in here. Oh, except we need walls there, so we can't do that yet. I'll fix that in a minute. Can I even get out through here? Yes, I can if I run at it for long enough. Okay, so we need to do the inside connection. I will put the substation back together when we're finished, but I'm not completely convinced that we are finished yet. Okay, and let's leave that there for now. Right, we are out of coal by the looks of things. We've still got some battery charge. Now I was going to connect the, that was the whole point of that next room, was I was going to connect the alert system. Of course I've now got a new challenge. Can I get the black cable network into that room next door alongside the purple one? Probably can actually, out through the roof here by the looks of things. Yeah. Oh, one too few. Never mind. Right, I'm going to have to end this one quite soon. I'm just trying to get this into a state where we have got a few things working. How much is left in there? I'm going to let that run while I go get some water. It's good to see that this hasn't caused any more problems. I wait. Right. Now that's a point. Can I just mount that straight on there? No, I can't. Oof, I'm never going to be able to put anything on there anyway, am I? Not on that side. So, what I was trying to work out is... Okay, weirdly it seems to be quite happy in a sort of floating in space way, but if you try and put it where there's a wall backing onto it, it's unhappy. Which is a little bit strange. I'm sure that's only backing on, I'm sure it's not anything on this side. Whoops, so I'm having a funny minute there. So we can do that. I don't know whether it'll then let me do... No. Oh, that's really irritating. Why? Why would you do that? That really doesn't work. I can't even back them onto each other. That's completely mad. I mean, it already sticks in, so it really shouldn't interfere. Oh, it's so annoying. Right. Okay, so I'll have to think about a different way to do this. I mean, I guess we could put the roll covers like this. It's slightly odd, but it kind of works. But then I bet we can't mount anything on that. Have I got any chips? Oh, I actually can. Alright, I take that back. It's completely mad, but at least we can put a logic mirror on it, which is what I wanted to do. Okay, well, we'll do that then. That will go up here, across there, in there. Right, now what we're going to do is we're going to put this monitor. We're nearly there with the thing that we set out to do at the beginning. Put that there. That chip can go in there. Okay, so that should now power. Oh no, I haven't connected anything the other end, have I? Because I ran out of cable. Okay, hopefully that will now power. Yes, it will. Good. Okay, I'm also going to bring this down here. Because we actually need to get the door powered in here as well. amazing. It's not much of a room, but you know, it's a start. That's plastic sheets, isn't it? Luckily we've got tons of plastic sheets. Right. Alert generator. Alert generator. Okay, so that is going to point at did I jump over it? Am I an idiot? No. That didn't rename. Why didn't I've had this happen before. This is definitely a bug where the labeler has got power. Yep. Oh. Get back in there. That's really unhelpful. Logic mirror. Alert generator. Confirm. Yeah, it doesn't rename. Right, okay, that's basically unfixable until I load a new save. So that's kind of annoying because it's going to be extremely difficult to sort out if I can't rename anything. Oh well. Right, okay, so we're going to point this at the solid generator that I can find. Okay, and that's monitoring it. The problem is with this is I'm never going to be able to work out, not only at this end, but when I get, I haven't even connected this to the purple network, but when I do get to the other end, yeah, there's at least 2 IC housings. It's probably pointing at the wrong one. Right, okay, so I need to get that connected to the purple network, which means more of this. Right, we're going to need some pipe meters so we can see what the hell's going on with the gas fuel generator, because we're getting close to actually being able to use that. And we're going to need some more pipes. So we're almost there, I hope, with the gas fuel generator, although I don't know whether we'll have enough gas to fuel it, but at least in principle we can then spend the next episode trying to tune that and get it working. The amount of power it generates when it's running is enormous, so it would be very helpful if we can make it work. But getting it working is a bit of a challenge, which is why I'm doing quite a bit of preparation here. You've seen how long it's taken just to build the infrastructure for it here. Right, we're going to have to do something about that waste gas. In the short term, I'm going to... This is not a sustainable solution and will cause an explosion if I don't come back and fix it later. However, in the short term, we're going to do that. That tank can act as a buffer. Okay. Oh, we've got pipes there. Never mind. Let's just tidy those. Right. I need to configure that door. Right. The next thing I want to do is put a manual valve in there. Because I don't want to just keep dumping fuel into that tank. Oh, what am I doing? I need that. But I want to connect this here. Right, so we're definitely getting there now. I'm not even sure direction of the power on this that we're going to be able to. No, we're going to need to move that across one in order to do that. That'll go there. We will use that. We'll pump it out actively once we get up and running, but for now, right, let's get the air connected. The waste is connected. Yep. Okay. Right, so switch room is kind of running. The generator room is actually not in bad state. What do we need? We obviously need to get that working, and then we need to start to be able to pressurize it. We've got data disk somewhere. I'll just print a new one. They're only like 1 copper or something. Oh, data. Oh, 5 copper. Oh, of course, I've got 1 too few. That was what I get for just going, it's easy. Right. What I'm not sure about is the state of the fuel mixer. Let's get that turned on. We're going to need some fuel. Okay, so that was a good guess. Okay, that's good. Active vent, gas sensor. Okay, we have an airlock. Cancel pressurize because it's not going to happen. Right, okay, so To get the gas-fueled generator to work, we need to get the right atmospheric conditions. Now, I don't know whether or not that's going to give us what that is in here. No, it's not. So this takes some fiddling around with. However, 50 kPa on there seems like a decent start. Right, why have we got no power to these? We should have power to these. Oh yeah, because I haven't actually made that connection in there. Get there in a minute. There we go, and okay, so obviously we are lacking some atmosphere in here because we haven't actually got any coming through there, I suspect. However, let's just try something. Okay, that's a halfway decent store of fuel we've got there. Right. Okay, so this is pumping some in anyway. Okay, so it didn't last long, and you can see the temperature shot up to 90. So we're also going to need air conditioning in here, so I'll set that up. However, it did fire up, so the connections are correct. And we did generate a little bit of power. Right, so I think we can safely clean up a bit in here now. Why won't that go there? Oh, because we've already got one there. That's the one from over here. Clever. Right. Okay, so that is the gas fuel generator at least set up. Clearly we need to do quite a bit of configuration to get that working, and we're also going to need enough atmosphere to pressurize that room. sensibly, and we're going to need to cool it. However, until we can label some of these devices, that's actually quite difficult to set up, really annoyingly. Now where's the purple cable coming through? I mean, I could bring it through here as well, couldn't I? No, I couldn't. It's coming through here now anyway. Wherever it thought it was going through before, that is the way it's going in. We could even close up that ceiling now. There we go. Right, and then that gonna have to reroute the black one slightly. Oh no, it's actually there anyway. Cutters. I mean, I guess we might as well go down to floor level. We've got the option then if we need it. Right, we're actually going to run out of cable here. That's really annoying. Yeah, we're going to have to move that one, and we're going to have to connect that one over here, and that one, and that can go in there. Right. Yeah, there we go. Just about managed to run out of cable. It's not even worth it if I trim the bottom off there. I still can't quite. Oh no, actually I could do if I do that. Just there we go. Right, okay, so that's what I wanted to do. So this logic mirror is now mirroring an IC, but I can't tell which one until I can do the renaming, which I'll just give it one more try. This seems to be something with this release. It happened to me on a test of something yesterday. Yeah, no, that's not having it, is it? Okay. And that means I can't set anything up downstairs. What I want to do then is use that logic mirror to mirror this value and feed this into the alert system. So we will get there. Right, just make this place look a bit nicer. I have run out. No, okay. Didn't need all those steel sheets after all. Never mind. Right, this is a bit strange now. I can't put them back to back even, so I may as well put them that way round. It is a shame because if you can mount them on a wall, they do look very much smarter than just having exposed cables. But what I wanted to do was to have one in here for effectively each of the different networks, but the way I can mount them like this, that's obviously going to be a bit impractical unless I extend it substantially in that direction and we just have a few runs of them, which may be the best solution. this is definitely a shame. Could have looked really good, but never mind. That's how it is. I'm going to just test this on here and see whether it really just won't rename anything. No, it really won't. I mean, I don't know. I suppose I could try printing a new one and see if that works. It might just be that the actual device is broken. What's it take? Oh, let's just make one and find out. Doesn't look like it is making any difference. No, just renaming is just broken. Oh well, I've now just got a spare labeler. I'll throw it inside, I suppose. It needs a battery in. Right, well, I think that's about all we're going to get done on this episode. We're coming up to 2 hours anyway, incredibly, but we have managed to at least get gas fuel generator room set up, and hopefully when we come back on the next episode we will be able to get that tuned and running, and I'm also hoping that the labelers work, so that we can sort everything else out. But for this episode, thank you for watching. As always, if you've enjoyed it, please do comment, like, subscribe. It does help to build visibility for the channel, but actually also I'm starting to notice it's helping people to discover Stationeers as a game, and I hope you'll agree it is a fantastic play experience. So the more people we can get interested, the better, and the more we support the devs, the more chance there is of more content in the future. So that would be fantastic. In the meantime, I hope to see you on the next episode. As I say, I hope you've enjoyed that. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.